Why do you feel mentally exhausted by the end of the day, even when you haven't moved physically? Why do simple decisions like what to eat for dinner feel impossible after a long day? Why do you find yourself making poor choices late in the day, even when you know better? The answer is decision fatigue, a hidden force that drains your mental energy with every choice you make. Today, we're uncovering why decisions exhaust you, how this affects everything from your productivity to your relationships, and most importantly, how to protect your decision-making power. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make better decisions by making fewer of them. Decision fatigue is the deteriorating quality of decisions you make after a long session of decision-making. Every decision you make, big or small, uses mental energy, and that energy is limited. Think of your brain like a battery. It starts the day fully charged, but every choice you make drains a little power. Should I check email first or start on that report? What should I wear today? Should I attend this meeting? What should I eat for lunch? Should I respond to this message now or later? Each decision seems small, but they add up. By afternoon, your mental battery is low. By evening, it's nearly dead. And that's when decision fatigue hits. Suddenly, simple choices feel overwhelming. You avoid decisions, you make impulsive choices, or you just go with the easiest option even if it's not the best one. This isn't weakness, it's biology. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making, has limited capacity. Once it's depleted, your decisions suffer. Understanding this is the first step to protecting your mental energy. Decision fatigue isn't just a theory, it's backed by solid research. One famous study observed judges making parole decisions. Researchers found that early in the day, judges approved parole about 65% of the time, but as the day went on, that number dropped dramatically. By late afternoon, approval rates fell to nearly zero. Why? The judges weren't getting meaner, they were getting mentally tired. When decision fatigue kicks in, your brain takes shortcuts. It defaults to the safest, easiest option, which in this case was denying parole. Another study looked at doctors making diagnoses. Early in their shifts, diagnostic accuracy was high. Later in their shifts, it dropped significantly. Same doctors, same training, different mental energy levels. This pattern shows up everywhere. Shopping decisions, financial choices, relationship conflicts, workplace decisions. When your mental energy is low, you avoid making decisions altogether, make impulsive choices without thinking them through, default to the status quo even when change is needed, become more irritable and less patient. The science is clear. Willpower and decision-making ability are finite resources, and once they're depleted, everything suffers. Let's look at how decision fatigue actually affects your day-to-day. Morning, you wake up, you make good decisions, you're productive, you eat healthy, you handle problems calmly. Afternoon, energy starts dropping, decisions take longer, you procrastinate on harder choices. Evening, you're exhausted. Someone asks what you want for dinner and you can't decide. You mindlessly scroll your phone. You snap at loved ones over small things. You eat junk food even though you planned to eat healthy. Sound familiar? Here are common signs of decision fatigue. Feeling overwhelmed by simple choices, procrastinating on decisions you know you need to make, making impulsive purchases you later regret, choosing the easiest option instead of the best one, feeling irritable or short-tempered, avoiding important conversations or choices, binge-watching or scrolling because you can't decide what to do. If you experience these regularly, you're dealing with decision fatigue. The good news is, once you recognize it, you can design your life to minimize it. Here's what most people don't realize. Trivial decisions cost as much mental energy as important ones. Deciding what shirt to wear uses the same cognitive resources as deciding which project to prioritize. Your brain doesn't distinguish between big and small decisions. Every choice depletes your mental battery equally. This is why successful people obsess over reducing trivial decisions. Steve Jobs wore the same black turtleneck every day. Mark Zuckerberg wears the same gray t-shirt. Barack Obama wore only blue or gray suits. Were they being lazy? No, they were being strategic. They understood that every morning decision about clothing was mental energy wasted, energy they needed for more important decisions later. Think about your typical morning. What should I wear? What should I eat? Should I check email first or exercise? Which route should I take to work? Should I stop for coffee? By the time you arrive at work, you've already made dozens of decisions, and you haven't even started your actual work yet. This is the hidden cost, death by 1,000 tiny choices. The solution isn't to stop making decisions, it's to eliminate unnecessary ones. Let's get practical. Here's how to dramatically reduce the number of decisions you make each day. Strategy 1. Create default choices. Decide once, execute repeatedly. Example, eat the same breakfast every day, wear similar outfits, follow the same morning routine. This isn't boring, it's freeing. You're not wasting energy on meaningless choices. Strategy 2. Automate what you can. Set up automatic bill payments. Subscribe to regular deliveries of items you use consistently. Use meal prep to decide food once per week instead of daily. Strategy 3. Batch similar decisions. Instead of deciding what to do with each email as it arrives, check email twice a day and process everything at once. Instead of deciding daily whether to exercise, schedule it at the same time every day. Strategy 4. Establish rules and systems. Create if-then rules that eliminate decisions. If it's Tuesday, I go to the gym. If a meeting has no agenda, I decline. If it takes less than 2 minutes, I do it immediately. Strategy 5. Limit options. More options equals more decision fatigue. Simplify your wardrobe. Reduce the number of streaming services you use. Have a short list of restaurants instead of browsing endlessly. When you reduce trivial decisions, you preserve mental energy for decisions that actually matter. Timing matters enormously when it comes to decision-making. Your decision-making ability is highest in the morning when your mental energy is fresh. This is when you should make your most important decisions. Strategic planning, financial decisions, difficult conversations, career choices, major purchases. Never make important decisions late in the day when you're mentally drained. Late-day decisions are more likely to be impulsive, short-sighted, emotionally driven, and regrettable. This is why grocery shopping when hungry and tired leads to bad choices. Your decision-making ability is depleted, and you default to whatever feels good in the moment. Here's a practical system. Morning, high energy. Make important decisions, plan your day, handle complex problems. Midday, medium energy. Execute on decisions you've already made. Attend meetings, communicate. Evening, low energy. Do routine tasks that require minimal decision-making. Rest, recharge. If someone asks you to make an important decision late in the day, the best response is, "Let me sleep on it and give you an answer in the morning." This isn't procrastination, it's wisdom. Your morning self will make a better decision than your exhausted evening self every single time. Decision fatigue doesn't just affect your work, it destroys relationships. Think about this common scenario. You come home after a long day. Your partner asks, "What do you want for dinner?" You respond, "I don't know, whatever you want." They say, "No, you decide." You get frustrated. "I've been making decisions all day. I can't make one more." Sound familiar? This is decision fatigue showing up in relationships. When you're mentally exhausted, even simple choices feel overwhelming. And when both people are exhausted, conflicts escalate quickly. Arguments late at night are rarely about the actual issue. They're about two people with depleted mental energy trying to make decisions or resolve conflicts. Here's how to protect your relationships from decision fatigue. Strategy 1. Never have important conversations late at night. If something serious comes up, agree to discuss it the next morning when you're both fresh. Strategy 2. Establish household defaults. On Wednesdays, we always order pizza. No decision needed. Strategy 3. Take turns making decisions. This week, you choose where we eat. Next week, I will. Strategy 4. Recognize the signs. When either person is exhausted, table the decision. Rest first, decide later. Strategy 5. Show grace. If your partner snaps at you over a small decision, recognize it might be decision fatigue, not a real problem. When you understand decision fatigue, you stop taking things personally and start protecting each other's mental energy.
Decision fatigue is one of the most underestimated forces in your life. It's why you make poor choices at night, why simple questions feel overwhelming, why you're mentally exhausted even when you haven't done much physical work. But now you understand, every decision costs energy, and that energy is limited. The solution isn't to make better decisions under fatigue, it's to make fewer decisions altogether. Automate the trivial, routinize the repetitive, eliminate the unnecessary. Save your decision-making power for what actually matters. When you protect your mental energy, everything improves. Your work, your relationships, your health, your peace of mind. Start today. Look at your typical day and ask, which decisions can I eliminate? What can I decide once and repeat forever? What can I automate, delegate, or remove entirely? Every decision you eliminate is mental energy you get back. And that energy is what allows you to make the decisions that truly shape your life. Decide wisely, but more importantly, decide less.